want to get the Pope paranoid? Show him this movie. He's gonna shit bricks. Welcome to Real Reviews. I'm Chase Lee. I'm here to review Calvary. This is the movie written and directed by John Michael McDonough, and he is actually, I think, brothers with Martin McDonough, who did In Bruges and Seven Psychopaths, so he's got a good bloodline. So this movie stars Brendan Gleeson. He plays a Irish priest who basically is in confessional one day, and this guy comes in. We don't see the face of him, we just hear the voice, and the guy says, "I was raped by a priest when I was a child, and I already killed that priest, but I'm going to kill you now just because you're a priest, and I'm going to kill you." Sounds pretty engrossing, right? Actually, it is. It's a very interesting look on the life of a priest in 7 days, I guess, and how he battles his own sins and the dark forces surrounding his life and whatnot. So, let's break this down. The directing. So John Michael McDonough, he creates this very unique atmosphere of like the small town, and it focuses on like pretty much everyone in the town. Like this priest knows everyone, and so you have different characters. Like you have a whore, and you have a black mechanic, and then you have a rich dude that's a douche. I mean, your typical town folk. I actually fit into all those categories. I'm actually a whore, a black mechanic, and a rich douche. I don't know how all that's possible all at once, but I am. I'm sorry to admit that. So, this town's really small, and so the priest knows everyone, and he basically goes around each person, and they confess their sins and whatnot. And, he tries to he's playing the psychologist basically, and why are you doing this and whatnot, while battling his own demons and fears and stuff, because he knows he's going to die in 7 days, because he knows who this guy is. We know within 15 minutes, and then at the very end we see him again and stuff. And the priest talks to this guy that's going to kill him throughout the week, and he's very calm about it. But it's like there's something about killing a priest on Sunday that tickles this guy's fancy, and he wants to get all over that. So I think directing-wise, this movie is very good. Brendan Gleeson gives a very good performance as the priest, and that bodes well to the directing. But the overall tone of this is very, very dark, and it's very taboo subject. Not a lot of people want to hear about childhood or child rape in the priesthood. So I think tackling that type of subject and handling it very, very well. I will give John Michael McDonough props. But that's kind of all there is to it. It's just that simple story with all these characters in this town and stuff, and having this priest battle his own demons. So for that regard, I think the directing worked pretty well. It wasn't like anything astonishing. A lot of people are finding hidden messages in this and whatnot. It's a dark movie about priest rape. I mean, I hate to sound very harsh about it, but that's basically what this movie is. And it's a look on how people view priests nowadays, and times have changed, and so people view priests as like a threat, or like a ooh, you're yeah, you're very cautious when you see someone that's a priest. So I think the director really touches on that, and I think it works because that needs to be talked about in movies. But as far as story wise, it's not like anything grand or anything. It's just a priest living each day of the week before his untimely death, and just talking to everyone in the town basically. So acting wise, like I said, the supporting cast is fine. Chris O'Dowd's in it, which is very interesting because he's a very funny dude. But I've never seen him in a pure drama role, I guess. I mean, he's got some funny bits. He does this Chris O'Dowd stuff, but he's more dramatic in this movie. I totally dig that. But Brendan Gleeson is he carries this movie on his shoulders. He does a good job, but all the others around him, as far as supporting cast, are fine. But it's Brendan Gleeson's movie, so yeah. So overall, the acting's fine. Brendan Gleeson's good. Cinematography wise, there's some beautiful shots of Ireland in this movie. I was actually surprised they show a lot of mountains. I don't know the symbolism in that, but they show a lot of mountains. I showed a lot of landscape shots in between like the days and stuff because it went by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all the way to Sunday, and in between each day, like it showed like a new landscape shot. So I'll have to look into that, but I'm sure it means something. It just hasn't really clicked for me. But cinematography it looked gorgeous. I liked seeing Ireland and the landscape and the town and stuff. It looked nice. It was a very nice looking movie. Editing wise, it's about 2 hours long, I think. You know, it kind of drags in the middle for me, just a hair, but it's not like anything that's, you know, like, oh man, that movie sucks because of it. It just kind of drags a little bit, you know. It's like the beginning was awesome and like the end was awesome and like the middle was pretty good, but like it's still kind of, you know, let's pick this up a little bit. Let's move to Sunday already. Overall, like, listen, I'm sure this movie is. I'm sure I'm a very dumb person, and I'm sure I don't see like many or much symbolism in this. And there's a lot of unanswered questions in this movie. Like one scene in particular that kind of got on my nerves because I didn't know like what the answer was. But other than that, like I said, there's a lot more people that are smarter than me. They could probably understand the symbolism. I thought it was a pretty good movie for what it was. It was very dark, very touchy subject. The acting was very good. Very good. I don't know what that was. Very good. Cinematography was very gorgeous sometimes. Very good to look at. Very pretty movie. It had a lot of deep character moments in some parts. Overall, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. I think it's a very interesting movie, and I think that's why I'm so hesitant on giving this a higher score, because I need to see this again. This is the type of movie I need to see more than once for sure. So as a first-time view, I want to watch it again. I think that's the best way. That's the best compliment I can give it. Is like as soon as it ends, I want to watch it again to kind of like pick up on all the little hints and the symbolism within each scene or whatnot. So I think it's a very interesting movie. It's a very strong movie at some points. It may not be for everyone, and you'll probably want to watch it again, just like me. 7 out of 10. So have you heard of Calvary, or do you even want to see it, or if it's going to play anywhere near you? Comment in that places where I'll blow my face and let me know. And as always, thanks for watching Real Reviews. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. See you guys later.